the reason why I've landed on the only thing that matters is the books is because that really does feel like the place to have the best conversation. I want people to engage with this stuff with their full attention. And I want to be having conversations with folks that are totally present. And I think a physical book is still maybe the best way to do that, even more than a movie, because, you turn a movie on, people are still reaching for their phones. You can have the ambience of a movie and you're still doing all this other stuff with your attention. Whereas a book, like if you're not fully in it, you're not in it. You can't multitask with a book. And so I think it is a perfect focused piece of technology, piece of media. And in that way, it's really exciting. All of this other stuff is supplementary in my mind. And all of this other stuff will be gone. It will disappear. The digital stuff is so tenuous. But if you put 1,000 printed books out in the world, unless someone really hates you and hunts down, makes it a point to hunt down every copy and burn every copy, chances are that artifact is going to be in the world forever, for hundreds of years. And I don't think there's any other piece of media that you can say that about. So if end-to-end books force you to collimate your thinking because they are so final, there isn't a way to go back to them and revise them in the form that they're in. Yeah, you can do the things like I've done with the Random House edition and kind of new editions and stuff like that. But that's it for that form of the thing. And so because of that, it creates this sense of deadline and I think a sense of refinement that online stuff, digital stuff doesn't bring to the table. It doesn't bring that sense of urgency. And so that also makes it exciting for me in the sense of like, this is the best version of this thing I could have possibly done. And here it is immutable. Here it is in the world in thousands of copies, hopefully tens of thousands or whatever for this Random House edition. And it's probably going to be here forever. That feels like it's respecting the project in a way that a lot of digital only stuff doesn't respect the project, certain things. Like when I think about YouTube a lot, and I think about the people on YouTube, I think about how much effort is going into these channels and how much time and production now today is being put into these things. And it kind of breaks my heart that there is no real archive of this stuff. Even with DVDs and Blu-rays, at least you had like some physical media, even though it's like not very robust physical media. With prints, 35 millimeter prints, at least if those are archived properly, they can kind of last a long time. But a lot of this YouTube stuff is just all of this creative energy kind of going to this place where it sort of evaporates.
Even worse with TikTok. Anything you create in-app?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. 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 So I think the only way to think about those mediums is to assume they're temporary.